All right, guys, you know what time it is. Time for another raw review. It's that guy, Steven. Today we're gonna do the Cobra Eel. Now, I've had 4 of these for a little while. I got 2 of them from my friend Ryan, who's helped me up with quite a few figures. So I've already had one out of the package for a while, open it up right up and everything else. But what I'm gonna do is unbox this and then talk about both of them, gear and on and gear off. So let me go ahead and move this out the way. What fell was this right here. To me, eels, like they're not harpoonists. Once they get to where they need to go, they bust out with the hard artillery, and it's got to be something compact and everything else that they can keep broken down and everything else. So I imagine it's probably in part of their gear in my head. Yeah, my head. And once they get where they're going, they start off with just 1, maybe 2 clips, and then the gun. Because to me, like, the eels are like the elite of Cobra. Like, they're like basically what a Navy SEAL would be if they joined Cobra. So I've wasted 1 minute and 20 seconds. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and cut into the box. And as my friend Chris White would always say, bro, stop cutting towards you, set an example. So I'm not gonna cut towards me. Also not gonna do that because I don't want to end up with any other finger that's stuck like this. It's a long story on how that happened and everything else, so there we go. Not cutting anything else open, so I am going to put my knife away. Sorry about that. Anyway, put my knife away. Here's the box for the Cobra Eel. Now, when I was a kid back in the day, this was actually one of my favorite figures and everything else. I really enjoyed having it and stuff. So it was basic looking, just a couple different colors and everything else. But to me, it was just like I used sometimes in, like, when I would play with them, like the visor part right here. Damn it! Let me move those guns off his flippers. The visor, or not the visor, whatever. This part right here was more of a Cyclops blast and everything else, and or different things and stuff. But I always enjoyed this figure, so I do like the fact that the helmet comes off and you get this unmasked face right here. Oops, sorry, right here, and everything else. That's really cool. So let me go ahead. Oh damn, I lied. There's still something else I needed to cut. It's all right. I'm just using old technique. I don't keep the boxes anyway. So there's that, and yay! I'm not gonna be one of those people that, like, got had by Hasbro or whatever with either for real figures swapped or fake figure swaps, and they're just trying to be funny and stuff. I am glad that it does have the new the twisty ties and not the plastic, because again I put my knife away and don't have anything else to cut it with. They're real easy to undo. Plus you can use these for different things. I see a lot of people that have Chuckles, who you'll see make an appearance later, have him tied to the chair with these and everything else, as opposed to the handcuffs attached to him, because of like how they break them and stuff like that. I mean, Chuckles is awesome, but he's not like super strong where he can, you know, snap handcuffs and chew and everything. And if you want to come at me with, yes you can, like, come at me. Like, I'm a big Chuckles fan, more so in the comic version as opposed to or his early on goofballishness and stuff. So let's get him out. And I know everyone already saw me smell it inside the box. It didn't, yeah, like I don't know if it's like the packaging that takes away from the new toy smell and everything else, but like it's frustrating sometimes. Hold on, let me check something out. Oh, okay. And anyone else that has this figure, if you watch this review, and you have it, let me know if, like, because I could only get the visor down. Let me turn it sideways on. You really can't see because it's stupid light right there. Anyway, you can see still part of the mask underneath the helmet and everything else. But that's as far down as I could get it and everything. So I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be. I mean, at least his eyes, it looks like his eyes are out enough and everything else, so it looks okay. So, all right, here's the figure outside the box, 5 minutes, 20 seconds. Man, I've been rambling a lot. All right, there. That's gonna have to be enough light because I'm not having any more light on. Maybe I'll start using my wife's tool. Anyway, here's the figure outside the box and everything else. I really like the sculpt. It's really cool. This thing kept flying down on the other one too. Don't remember how high I brought it up. But that's the holster for the knife it comes with, which I'll pull this out later. See, I haven't even gotten to this, almost 6 minutes in. Anyway, like I said, this was like one of my all-time favorite figures as a kid and everything else, and I'm so stoked to have it. And I'll probably buy a few of the retro figures also. I noticed that on Amazon these have started dropping and everything else in price, and they're becoming available again and stuff. But I might pick up a few more of these too. But I'm definitely going to get some of the retros. The articulation is awesome. Like his head goes up that far, and about down that far. Damn, I'm gonna have to turn that light back on. I don't know if you can see it right. So anyway, full rotation. You got a side to side and everything else. Arms go all the way around. He's got a bicep swivel. Really, really good. Like he can punch himself in the face. Actually, it looks like he is punching himself in the face. What I like about this, it's got the up and down, because again, these guys are killers. Like once they get where they gotta go, they don't do all their fighting underwater. And I think to me they would be more dangerous, you know, above water as opposed to underwater and everything else. And they're pretty badass underwater. Like they're the elite. And I think this one also, yeah. Both of this is what I call like the execution grip. It's like where you're pointing down and stuff like that. You know, like they're walking through and they're like, oh, you're still here, you know, pop. So I do love that when figures get that. You got swivel at the thigh, kicks out. As Robo will say, that's better than most Spider-Man figures. This one's really, really good in moving. A lot of times, a lot of the figures I've gotten lately from G.I. Joe have been really, really tight and everything else. And this one, he's just able to move around really, really good. So, loving that. Oh my God, that's so awesome. He also has articulation here. Now, I don't have a torpedo to compare it to, like that, right there. I haven't gotten him yet. And with torpedo, I'm either probably gonna have to buy two, because I want to kind of turn one into a X-Force Deadpool kit bash, or I'm gonna end up replacing one of the mini Snake Eyes figures I've already kit bashed with one. So what we're gonna do is, I guess, go straight to sides. Man, this figure is really cool. This is fully equipped and everything else. This is unequipped. Again, so let's talk about that real quick. The flippers are really cool, man. I really love that they've done that. And again, the articulation here can make it makes it even more, look more realistic and stuff like that. You can do different things with it. Here's one of the pieces it comes with, a knife. Fits into the sheath really good. If I can just get it in the hole. No, that's what she said, comments please. The helmet, man, I really like how they did this. And I'll still get to that and pull it out and show you what it looks like without on them and stuff like that. But I mean, this is just amazing. I was really happy that they didn't screw it up, because I mean, not that they really screwed up any figures and stuff, but this was one of those ones that I was worried about and stuff. I was like, oh, is this going to be all one piece? Are they going to do different heads? You know, how's it going to go? And I just really love the way that they went with it. So what we're going to do is, when I do my size comparison, which I'm about to jump right into, because I planned on this just being oh, hold on. Before we do the size comparison, locker thing it comes with. Oh, and I do love this. The artwork and everything that they put in there and stuff. I think it's really cool. One of my friends on Facebook, he keeps all of these and he put them in a frame and everything. So that's really awesome. So we're gonna tear into this, flip it out. So here's the helmet. This actually looks, I think that looks actually a little clearer than the one I have. Here's the helmet unput together. Here's the breathing apparatus, and where I say that the gun's attached. Actually, the gun could be in this, like it just flips up or down. You know, that's where he keeps his gun. Here's the harpoon gun. Actually, wow. Okay, my first one was really bent, like right here. It was all jacked up and everything else. But this one, and there's a lot of complaints that it, you know, that's how it came. But this one came out really good. So I'd actually might put this one on when I display it in his hands. Here's the flippers off the feet. I mean, you can tell exactly what foot it's going to go on without it having to say, but it does have an R and an L in there for those that, you know, are challenged. But when you put the helmet on and everything else, of course, you know, you just plug these into the backpack and go from there. I think when I plugged everything up, then I put the helmet on. I think with this one, I'm going to put the helmet on. But then again, I might put this gun in the one that's already all suited up. And this one I'm gonna put in, of course he'll get his knife, but no gear holding, you know, one of these. I don't know yet. Or I might take some pictures like that first, take some pictures fully equipped, and then go from there and then play around on my TikTok. Anyway, gonna use him for the size comparisons. Damn, I'm just rambling. I wanted this to be short. My last video was like 22 minutes long. But I talked about 2 action figures in one video. So let's go ahead and jump right to it. We're gonna compare them to this is one of the few or several bats that I own. I've got the original, just one of him. I plan on getting a couple more, and then I got some Crimson and I got some of the Python Patrol. So, but I love the bats and everything. I guess you really can't see a good height comparison. I'm gonna have to figure something out, get a TV stand or a phone stand or something, so these are better looking. But anyway, of course it's gonna fit in good, and I'm not really putting it with any other figures like some SH Figure Arts or Mafex, mainly because I don't really have a lot of SH Figure Arts, but I do have a lot of Mafex. So this is just gonna show like how he looks with the figures and stuff. So here he is with Low Light, another one of my favorites that I'm so glad they didn't screw up. Here's Scrap Iron. They did a really good job. I really like, I don't think I did, yeah, I did a toy review on him, but I really like the scars and everything on the face. Maybe I want to get another one, keep one unhelmeted and keep one helmeted, so I'm not like flipping everything back and forth. But that's these 2 guys. Hold on, right there. So we're gonna move those down. All right, we're gonna put them with a couple kit bashes I have. Here's my Will Smith Deadshot, whatever. I might actually have the Bloodshot one. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about from DC Comics. And here's my, actually let me flip these around real quick. Dead Sport, Blood Sport, whatever. Y'all know who I'm talking about. And then we have my, you can either call it John Matrix, that's who actually I did it after from the Commando movies back in the 80s. Or, you know, you can call it Dutch from the Predator movies and stuff. However you want to do it, but to me this is John Matrix. I do plan on doing a Dutch figure eventually, but it's going to be with, this is the heads from Mafex. Terminator figure, but the other one I plan on doing is when I can find one with shorter hair. Then we're gonna go again, you know, like a lot of people, I wasn't a big fan of the cover girl figures, so I took Negasonic Teenage Mutant Warhead from the Deadpool movie, slapped some goggles on her from Foos Toys, I can't remember his name, Skull Mask guy. Felt really bad. I got him and made a custom Snake Eyes figure out of him. And then we have, let me go ahead and move her over here. I keep moving them over because the light is right there and I want you to be able to see. Here's my Classified Sub-Zero figure. Of course, I used the Blue Ninja body and everything else. I really like how that turned out. Move these there. And then I've got my Classified Steve Rogers figure right here. And then I have my classified red skull figure. Let me go ahead and take the helmet. One good thing and bad thing about raw unedited videos, so I'll fix that later. Here's my classified red skull figure. Of course, he joined Cobra. Why wouldn't he? Especially if Steve Rogers joined G.I. Joe. Here is my Soldier Boy, and then here is another one of my all-time favorites from my childhood, Chuckles. I told you he'd be in here. Now, my only complaint with Chuckles was with that missing tooth piece, but I don't know if you can see it. I seem to have taken that out with some, with some ticky tack. I'm gonna put that on my TikTok and everything else. But anyway, the G.I. Joe Classified Eel from Cobra and everything else. So glad that they made it. Very happy with it and everything else. Anyway, if you like what you saw, you know, watch some of my other videos. I don't edit, so basically all this rambling for 16 minutes and change, probably 17 minutes or just under by the time I finish rambling, a few more minutes. But if you like what you saw, I mean, you can watch some of my others, and if you want to subscribe, please do. Like, it'll help out my channel and everything else. I'm trying to grow it. I just enjoy talking about figures. More people will watch, the more I'll do it. Actually, I have like at least 9 other figures I need to do a toy review on. Okay, that's on the side. So, I mean, I'm going to be posting some more videos and everything else. And I do have a TikTok. I'll try to figure out how to put it in the subscription. If not, it's just that guy Steven, I believe. You can find me there. Anyway, like, subscribe, watch some more of my rambling crap. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you.